Ready?
Yeah, we can, because it's not live. I can take my pants down, take off my pants and jacket.
Hey, I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
It's the old Blink 182 album name. Did you know that?
Take off my pants and jacket.
Yeah, I think it was Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
I never.
I guess I'm a little bit older, so Blink 182 was more instrumental in my life.
Playing what? I mean, like, I don't think I ever got into the punk rock scene.
Yeah. I just laugh about all the people like all excited about their tour back now. I'm like, really, guys, wasn't that good music when it was out?
I was saying, when it was brand new, it was bad.
It was brand new when we were teenagers. It really wasn't very good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like the music when it comes on, but because it reminds me of the time and place, but not because the music was
Not
quality.
because of the quality, lyrics, or stories behind.
And like, while I remember that time and place, I don't want to relive it. So like, you know, I understand going to a concert because it brings you back and it reminds you, but like, I don't want to be reminded of being a 17-year-old.
Maybe like two songs.
Yeah. If I would just play the album and just rock it out in the car for a little bit, scaring my kids, and then going on.
I could see that concert getting out of control quickly.
Well, this is going in the outtakes. Corey and Joe here. I'm trying with my microphone a little bit lower. Hopefully, it'll keep me from yelling at you and balance out with Corey. We all know I'm a bit loud.
Audible.
Yeah.
Very audible.
Very, very easy to hear. Been told that my whole life. Thanks for those of you that watched and enjoyed. Well, I don't know, enjoy. I don't want to assume.
No, they
but
enjoyed.
At least watched the video. I think we were up to a whole 7 likes. So
right.
YouTube's going to start pouring that money in any day. Really excited about that. All kidding aside, you know, we're going to try to make the content better. If you have something you want us to discuss, post in the comments, message us. Eventually, maybe we'll try to make this like sort of like a teaching scenario. We can do some drills. I thought we were going to have our first celebrity guest today, but I guess they didn't decide to come in and work out while they were in town.
Oh, yeah.
So I won't say who it was just in case they do decide to come in and we can spoil our viewers.
Yeah, hit them with that surprise guest.
Hope you enjoyed Deload Week. I'll just be honest, the things that we touched on in the last video, I saw literally no one do.
Yep.
Not a single thing. That's fine. I mean, with launching a YouTube and telling you to watch it, you know, odds were really low that anybody was going to watch it. And then even at that, you're talking about 10% of people will watch something, will maybe do something. So it went pretty much as expected. Just know that all those things are still there and available for you.
Yeah, those don't have to be just during a deload week. Like those are things you could still work on like during this new strength cycle.
Yep. So this next strength cycle that we're going into is not like the last strength cycle was max effort. It was, you know, our base lifts, not complexes, not Olympic. And we had just done an Olympic cycle, and so it was a 4-week break with strength. We're going right back into an Olympic cycle.
It's a lot more. Well, the one I see is a lot more barbell cycling.
Yeah,
working on hanging onto the bar.
And you know, the second part of the video, what we're going to talk about is why barbell cycling is important, or why it's been important in the past for this time of the year. We'll see. We'll get to more on that. But yeah, as Corey said, it's going to be more barbell cycling, as I talked about last week, and I've told you, it's going to be 3 days per week that we're lifting, 3 out of 5. So with that, you need to come into class ready to work, ready to get after it. We're not going to have a lot of free time. One thing I was thinking about doing, which I haven't made up my mind, I've still got a free GoWatt account for a little while. I was thinking about putting mobility for the lifts, for something that you could do prior to class starting. This would have to be done prior because, you know, we still need to get our general and specific warm up in for those that can't make it in
during class.
If you're a GoWatt user, you know that the best time to do it is in between the general and the specific warm up. But within a class setting, not really going to be able to do that. So I don't know. I may try it out. Like I said, I've done it before. It was not used at all. So I stopped doing it. I mean, those things do take me time. So I need to know that people appreciate the value or I'm going to stop doing it. I will also say If you're a GoWOD user, again, they have certain programs that are loaded in there. And so they've already got the workouts and they've already got your protocol loaded. I believe Hard Work Pays Off and the program are both in there. We've inquired with Mayhem to do that. They have said they are currently in the process of doing that with Kelly Starrett.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't know if that will be a necessary subscription to the Ready State, if it's something that's just going to be put into our affiliate plan, or how that's really going to work, or when. I just wanted to know that we had looked into it, and we got told they are working on it, but in a different direction.
So, gears are turning either way.
Yeah,
like wheels are turning.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday are lifts this week. Monday is a snatch complex, Tuesday is a clean and jerk complex, and Thursday is snatch EMOM.
Yeah.
Which, from the last cycle, if any of you guys remember that snatch EMOM, it's quite fatiguing before you go into the workout.
It is.
Fortunately, the workout we have on Thursday after the EMOM is just nice and simple. Just real easy.
I don't remember what it was.
It's 12.4 or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Easy. And you'll be good and warmed up. I do like when they put, like, we both know that's a valuable workout.
Yep.
A lot of people are going to look at that and get upset with it, but it is nice to have that lift before. So you're getting, some weightlifting.
Yep.
But you're also getting a valuable workout. If you don't see it as a valuable workout, you are wrong.
Agreed. If you don't think the workout is awful and you don't want to do it, you are also wrong. It's not a fun workout.
Definitely.
It's a test of capacity and mental toughness, mental grit, the desire to beat yourself or beat your own score. So we'll find out on Thursday. Tuesday's complex is kind of, I don't remember what it was, but it's a little misleading because it looks like 3 reps. You have to go through it twice without dropping the bar down for a count.
Hang clean, push jerk, into a clean, hang clean, push jerk. So it's unbroken. So it's
positions are going to be really important. Grip, making sure you've got the right weight on the bar. I really struggle cycling out of a jerk. So that'll be interesting. But that's the one that caught my eye.
Yeah, I like that. I like that we're working on that.
Yeah. So, not really much to touch on, because it's not, progressive overload or blah, blah, blah. It's just.
Is it, I didn't see, is it percentage or is this based off of RPE?
It might be percentage. I'll double check and look at it. If it's percentage, I'm going to more switch it. I don't know what I'm going to do there, because I want to give you a target range, but you don't have to hit the percentage range to mark RX. And I think that's one of the things that I find silly when I see strength work, is I see people marking it scaled. And I don't know if you're marking it scaled because you didn't hit your percentages, scaled because you just went under a weight that you thought was lighter, and so you didn't want it to show up on your history, but it shows up under your history the same way.
I would say the only reason I would have someone mark scaled is if they change the movement. So if they
changed the movement or didn't hit full range of motion.
Yeah, like if you're doing a squat clean and you changed it to a power, or you did a squat clean but you didn't go below parallel, that would be scaled. But more than anything, if you're doing the movement as written, it's RX. It doesn't matter what weight you hit.
Exactly. So let that be us addressing this. If the percentage are called for 75% and you hit 60%, but you do it exactly the way it's written, you hit the full range of motion, right? It's still RX. You don't need to mark that
RPE. It just says work as heavy as possible.
Okay. So yeah, and I think in each one of them, it's so it'll be 4 working sets or 6 working sets, or on snatch day it's 10 working sets, and I think each of them have their own score, and so it's heaviest load. So like he was talking about, rate of perceived exertion, building up the route, you're going to get rewarded. I think it's silly to just scoreboard it, but if you did the snatch EMOM and your 10th rep, you hit 205, and reps 1 through 9, you hit 45. It's your score counts as 205.
Still 205.
Now, as I'm saying this, I literally might go back into the scoreboard and put it as an average.
Yeah,
because it's for working sets.
This is working, and again,
we want you to push your limits.
I see it as it's building the ability to lift a heavier weight under fatigue, because after 8 reps, if you're doing it right at the percentages, like you're going to be pretty tired.
And I think like on complex, like if something slips from your grip, it's not a failure. We've now found a stress point. We found an
like weakest
improvement
link.
point.
Yeah.
So we don't want to just play it safe. And again, are you in here working out to win the whiteboard, or are you in here working out to improve yourself
to be better?
Because I mean, I can't tell you what's most important to you, but like I think you need to approach it as like, I'm going to compete against myself and get as good as I can get. That's the value in logging. It's not showing off that you beat somebody.
No,
it's hey, this is what I hit the last time I did this. I can try to beat
progressing
that
today. and trying to beat yourself.
Or honestly, you wake up feeling like I do today. I can't beat that today.
Yeah,
I'm not going to try. I'm going to try to move really fast and efficient with this barbell at a lighter weight. And so we program the movements in the workout, but it's up to you to get what you need to get out of it, and that may be different day to day.
I like kind of look at it as like hey, XYZ for today, but like down the road, this is going to help. Like maybe today I wake up and I don't feel like I can do work to as heavy as possible. Yeah. So instead, I'm going to keep it a little lighter, but I'm going to try to figure out like, okay, what was going to be more efficient as far as cycling this barbell? What's going to make it easier when it does get heavy? That way, down the road, I'm building better habits.
Yep.
So that's kind of the way I see all of this. Even if you're not top of the leaderboard, you can get benefit from all of it.
And moving well at lightweight is going to carry over to moving well at heavyweight. Just as if you get too heavy and move bad, it's going to carry over if you don't take the time to correct it. I'm a huge fan, and last rep being the best rep, being the prettiest rep. I don't think our muscles have memory, but I like it. It gives me a nice positive effect. When I'm playing golf, I want my last shot to be good.
I know when I'm playing golf, I also like to.
I really just want my cigar to taste good and my whiskey to be.
When I smack the ball with my golf stick, I really like it to be a solid golf smack.
Yep. So that's the strength cycle. Corey, why is barbell cycling going to be important coming up soon, do you think?
I would say because the Open's coming up, Joe.
Because the Open's coming up.
And
mother flipping Open.
It's the mother effing Open. Here's the thing, and I wanna address this in our video, so I don't have to headbutt any of our members or anyone else. But every year, it never fails. A week before the Open, we'll say, I always get at least 3 or 4 athletes that come up to me and they say, "Hey, I have never done a toes to bar and I can't do a toes to bar. How could I do the Open RX with toes to bar?" And I say, "Hey, man,
remember that time machine you invented?
Remember when we could go back a year in time and work on this stuff?" So
remember last year when you were disappointed we didn't have toes to bar? We had this conversation,
and you literally haven't done anything. So
I haven't seen you work on it once.
When Joe and I were talking about making this video, the one thing I really wanted to address is like, now is crunch time. We do have enough time for the Open to work on these skills. I would say if you've never done a toes to bar in your life and you've never come close, it might still be too late to hit that workout RX, but it's not too late to get toes to bar. It's not too late to get a few reps of maybe that RX or a muscle up. If you can't do a pull up, like, we're probably not going to get a muscle up between now and the Open, but we can at least get better at our pull up. So
you can use it as motivation to acquire a skill.
Yeah. And now that being said, like if you're someone out there that you can do 20 strict pull ups and you can only string together 5 kipping pull ups, you have a shot. We can get this. So if it's like more of a technique or skill, we have plenty of time to work on it. If this is more of a strength, now is the time to start working on that strength. So even if you maybe can't do all the workouts and finish them, you can at least still get further in them. Yeah. And that goes with barbell cycling too.
Yep. So 81 days, I think, until the Open.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's stressful when you say how many days it is.
They're pressing it out early. I may have misread it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, checks out.
They've been pushing the sign-ups. We're going to strongly encourage you to sign up. I'll touch back more on that in just a little bit. The other thing about this is simply, this is the first Open that's going to be programmed by somebody else. Even though Dave Castro wasn't involved last year, he had still programmed the workouts. So we can sit there and tell you we think we know what the Open's going to be. We have no idea.
We have no idea.
We
are
would
completely
love
in the
if
dark.
CrossFit would actually stick to a quote unquote playbook on how the Opens run. I'm not saying they're going to, change it. I'm not saying they're going to stick with it.
We don't. It is in the
I
dark.
don't know, but all we can do is go on the last 12 years and use that as our guide on what to improve. Double unders, toes to bar,
Pull-ups.
Pull-ups. Last 2 years have been wall walks. I personally think they're not going to be in here this year just because of that.
Just
and
because
they
now we're
worked
good
so
at
hard
them.
on them. We know it's going to be 3 workouts. We don't know if it's going to have part A, part B, part C. We don't really know any of that.
It could be strength. We don't know. There was no strength last year.
There wasn't.
Year before there was a complex.
So it's interesting, but those are they're common themes that we've always seen that we expect to see again, and those are the things that we need to focus on. That's going to be what you see in programming, and what we would recommend for the extra work. So we'll see. We'll talk more about what the Open is and all that other stuff for those of you that are newer to CrossFit, or those of you that have the short-term memory of
Goldfish.
My son.
Or I actually heard goldfish have longer memories.
I don't know. I love my son, but I swear he does not remember anything longer than 5 minutes.
That's my wife. If it's anything that I prioritize.
Yeah. Good thing she's not here to hear this.
She's right there. She's just not listening.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, hey.
It's amazing how people that, can't remember what we said also don't listen to what we say most of the time. There's got to be some sort of correlation there. Causation, possibly.
No, that's coincidence.
I will say on the Open, right, we always host Friday Night Lights. Come together as a community, do the workouts. We're going to change some things. One is you need to be officially registered with the Open to do the workout on Friday Night Lights. Well, either officially registered for the Open or officially registered with us. Details will come with that, and there's a cost to both. Quite frankly, we'll see it kind of be okay attendance on the first week, and then it trails off, but our work is the same.
Yeah, so this is a way to...
For myself, Corey, Jesse, we probably have an extra 15 to 20 hours worth of work each per week for the Open. And then the other coaches that are in here volunteering, I'm not them. I don't know the amount of questions they get offline about it, but I know what we get. I know the organization and cleaning and setup and stress, that making sure that we anticipated and answered all the questions is high, and to see attendance drop off,
it's kind of a bummer.
It's frustrating. So we're going to go with the model of those who pay attention.
So it's a way to show us that you're as committed as we are to doing this thing.
We also will not be doing the workouts during classes on Friday.
Just have a normal class workout.
The time to do it will be Friday Night Lights. I understand that some of you have a schedule that prevents you from coming here on Friday night. To the extent that you have paid us or done the other things that we request for your involvement, we will help as much as possible, because again, you're showing you're committed to us, so we will match that commitment. But again, if you are not signed up, if you're not gonna be here participating, just keep coming to class and keep doing your thing.
Yeah, don't worry about the Open.
If you have no desire to do it, all right. I'm not going to try to lead you to water anymore. I think it's amazing. I think it's a great time. I think it could be even more amazing than what we've seen here the last couple of years. Well, I hope to get back to what we did have pre-COVID, but I'm not going to force you. This is, you'll see in these videos as we're talking, I'm going to tell you to sign up. I'm going to reveal the details. Last year I asked you guys if you wanted to go away from our intramural Open and scrap the points and just come in and have a good time. Literally 100% of those that responded said they wanted no points, and then we had our lowest involvement ever. So I gave you what you said you wanted, and we had really low involvement, and that was even with providing free beer. So
that was free beer.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Which, unless Shepherd's is changing their mind, we haven't had any discussion. I don't see free beer happening again. So
it could be free beer if you just find out who brings beer, and then while they're not looking, you just grab it.
that is true.
It's always free beer. And what the big thing from the Open, and I've talked to people about it every year, is a lot of people are like, well, I'm not very good. Like, I don't want to see how bad I do. Don't look at it like that. Look at it as 3 years from now, if you continue to come in here and work your butt off, like, it'll be neat to see how far you progress. Like, I know I have a few numbers from previous years, and it's really cool to go in and look at just how much I can, I've climbed up, and how much it's almost like I can close the gap between, you see, like, oh, Corey used to never do all the movements that I was bad at. And then now it's like, oh, okay, he's starting to work on that. It's just neat to see the progress.
So even like this bad, I laugh about it because, like, if you told me I could pay $20 and compete at the NFL Combine and have everything measured,
even if you
judged,
were last place,
get my stats and go through the exact protocol that all the NFL studs are going to go through,
that would be awesome.
I'd pay $20 in a heartbeat.
You'd pay $23 probably.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be really cool
to get to go through the test. Or U.S. Open, I get to see my name on a U.S. Open golf qualifier for $20.
Even if you were at the very bottom of the list.
Even at the very bottom.
Which,
like, I'm participating in one of the sport's biggest events, and it's my show. Like, that's so cool.
It is cool. And, like, I'm going to tell you right now, like, I've seen some of the leaderboards, and, like, you're not going to be the last person.
I can guarantee you with absolute certainty, as long as you submit your scores, you won't be last.
Nope, 100%.
Because I would say at least 25% of people sign up,
won't submit anything,
and won't even submit a score.
Right. And then another
25% will submit 2 or 3 scores.
Right. And then, like, even the people that submit all of them, like, I've seen people move in here, like, you're not the bottom. You're not the bottom.
And again, even if you are, it doesn't matter. But I can without a shadow of the doubt, unless your last name starts with ZZZZ and you submit 0 scores, you are not going to be at the bottom of the leaderboard. Like, it's just not going to happen. So just don't take yourself so seriously. I get it. Like, just come in and have a good time. Like I said, we're still working through what we're going to do with that. But if something's not going right, if it's not getting the messaging across that we want, then it's, our job to fix it. And so we're going to try changing the Open. So I'm not saying we're bringing back the intramural. Like, honestly, that's more work for us, and the tags and the check-ins and yada, yada, yada. Obviously they help the business quite a bit. We'd ask that you continue to do that. But in terms of making it a scoring component, I don't see it happening. The other thing we were kind of talking about is, I know asking you guys to pay is going to create people that aren't going to do the Open. And that's fine. If that's all it took to make you not do the Open, it's probably best. But so we're anticipating, honestly, less involvement, but we're anticipating it to be a more engaging environment, because the people that are here are going to really want to be here, aka what he was leading to, more supportive. So when people are working out, there isn't 97 conversations going on over here, that we're actually out here cheering the people on that are doing the workout. We've got time to transition the lanes.
We've got time to, like, hang out, talk strategy.
Got time to hang out in between.
Like, hey, I just did it, and this went horribly wrong, or this went really well. Like, you should do this. Yeah. Like, it's just a group of people supporting each other in the Open.
Yep.
It's gonna be cool.
So that's our hope. I mean, I would again seriously love if 75% of the gym signed up for the Open and was here. Of course, I know that's not going to happen on every Friday night. Again, Friday night isn't the only time to do the workout. But if you're not signed up or registered, like, I'm not going to allocate time, space, strategy talk, judging for you if you won't if you won't pay the money to do it. It's just, you're telling me you don't value what's happening. So I think that pretty much concludes our video, which
Fastest video we've ever had. 100%.
we even messed around the first 3 to 5
Yeah,
minutes.
three or 4 minutes of it.
And it ended. So again, like, subscribe, hit us with the comments on stuff you want to see us talk about, and we'll go from there.